could not see, hardly see the lights in the car in front of you. We all had our hazards on, and I can't believe that they're still driving through on the 219. It's awful. It's awful.
It was awful, treacherous, in fact, down there in the South Town. That woman describing a very slow and dangerous commute this morning along the 219. The combination of the snow and the wind has had many of you gripping the steering wheel today. News 4's Jen Shantz continues our team coverage now down there. Jen.
Well, Teresa, this is the stuff that makes skiers and snowboarders in Western New York jump for joy. This white powder is what they've been dreaming of all winter, but I'll tell you, it makes for a long and dangerous commute for drivers.
I'm already 20 minutes behind schedule.
Heavy winds, snow, and sleet made for a perfect storm in Springville this morning.
The black ice underneath, and then you can't see where you're going. And as you're driving, you're trying to find those mile markers to be able to say, okay, this is where the road is.
Bus driver Elfrida Wilson took it extra slow on the 219. She made sure her four-ways were on, but the sudden shift in conditions, she says, is what made the commute so hard.
What was like the cutoff for you when it got really bad?
Rice Road, Colvin area. The snow started to come, the winds, slippery.
And just as suddenly as it came, it let up. Around 8 this morning, plows finally had a chance to play catch up.
The plows are out there, they're keeping the streets clean. The snow plows are cleaning the sidewalks, and we're in pretty good shape. We'll get through it. It's just a winter storm in Springville.
25 miles north of Springville, Hamburg, already dealing with heavy winds, got another dose of lake effect.
It's mostly a lot of ice that's getting frozen over, so I mean we have a lot of high lifts that get all loose snow, but mostly we have to use the blades on the front to scrape it off.
Joshua Petrie hasn't seen any major accidents yet, but says this morning has been filled with close calls.
But I see a lot of people, they'll catch the light at just the right time where it's turning red and they'll slide and they just go through it anyway, so just keep your head up and just watch for other drivers, be safe.
Well, the hard part about finding out where not to drive this morning, as you heard, is the drastic change of conditions. Between Springville and Hamburg, you could go from whiteout conditions to relatively clear roads in less than a mile. And as you heard, this is really the time where drivers tend to underestimate those slippery roads. So, of course, just take your time out there and drive slow. Reporting live from the village of Hamburg, Jen Shantz, News 4 at noon.